Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it is earlier in the night now than it was on the Thursday. Let's continue our journey, shall we? Hardest of the bunch. Now, I know, right? Weird. It doesn't seem difficult, but it's just very minute things about all of this that is just a massive fucking pain in the ass. ABR, specifically round 10, specifically on rake, specifically with 200 less cash than this, with this selection of towers, is just a combination of, oh, look at that. You're in a corner now, getting beaten to death by 5 people wearing clown costumes with rubber mallets. And not the fun type of, like, squeaky inflatable rubber hammer things. No, I mean rubber mallets. Solid blocks of rubber attached to wood. So anyway, monkey knowledge is key. At least as far as my ass is concerned. And I should know, because I'm very concerned about my ass. I ate some shit last night. Apparently it didn't agree with me, even though I've eaten it like 100 times before. And oh boy, I suffered the consequences today. Right. No one needed to know that, but hey, you're welcome. I don't fucking know what I'm saying anymore. Why am I doing this? The extra 200 bucks isn't gonna be able to pop me some fucking lead balloons. Maybe as a glue gunner. Because we were off by like 325 or so. There we go. Cool. Anyway. I'm gonna win now. Because Monkey Nose kicks ass. Boom. No permanent damage suffered. Oh, life is just so much easier with monkey knowledge, I tell you that. And weirdly enough, overall, monkey knowledge doesn't make that big of a difference. But you know what does? A little pile of spikes at the end of the track, and 25 mana shield lives. Hell of a difference. I'm gonna do this anyway. I know I don't need to, but just added security. Oh, come on. Wait. So I actually popped that, but I had already hit the escape button by then. Oh well. Side, do what you did again. Yeah, that. The solution to all my problems. As many subs as possible. I'm feeling it. That. What is little Raymond barking at? I can hear him barking at something. Oh. Right, that round sort of snuck up on us, didn't it? How many lives does a lead balloon take away? hold up. Hold up, I can figure this out. Let me think really hard about it with my phone in my hands. Let me also fuck up spelling the word balloon like 3 times. Wait, what? Fuck. It says 23. Okay, it says 23, I'm gonna trust it. So in theory, this shouldn't even take out our full mana shield. Cool. Well, there you go. What we need is... first of all, Sai to get that level up. And second of all, an actual source of I can see camos. So that my heat-tipped dart boy can actually help out a bit. Should be good for this. Thank you, Sai. I was getting a little scared. Okay, okay. Thank you, Sai. Made that round much nice. Get that. Lead's on 32. That's pretty fucked up. Goddamn. Oh. Existence is pain. For those of you wondering, who is probably very minimal, but just in case. After I finished part 1 of the Odyssey the other night, there was 30 minutes until 12 AM, in which I could have, in which I had the opportunity to jump on Black Ops 6 to reduce my FOMO by playing some zombies and trying to get as much out of that battle pass as I possibly could. I chose to sleep. It just ain't fucking worth it. And it helps, like I said, or potentially cut out, I can't remember. But it helps my FOMO if I miss out on something. So for example, like, the longer something goes on without me missing out on it, the worse it is to break in terms of FOMO. So for example, these weekly Odysseys, right? Now, since I've started doing the weekly Odysseys, I've not missed one. I've missed out on uploading them, or one, at least. Because I remember an Odyssey was so fucking hard, and obviously it was made by a community member, but it was so fucking difficult on the very last map that I literally got in touch with the creator of said Odyssey, and I said, how the fuck do you do this? They had a look at my towers, showed me exactly how to do it, and then I replied to their message being like, okay, how do you do that with Oben? Because that's the hero I'm using. And they essentially responded with, oh, you can't. You have to have picked this other hero for this to happen. And by that point, I had already suffered through the first 4 maps of that fucking nightmare, so I chose to cheese the shit out of it. That's right, I'm not afraid to say it. I cheesed the shit out of it. I used Actually, I don't think I did use Insta-Monkeys. No, I don't think I did. Either I used insta-monkeys, or I just hit continue a bunch of times after losing and then bought more shit and then eventually won. But that Odyssey and that map was a load of bullshit in the first place, so I don't even feel bad about that shit. Anyway, we went off topic. FOMO. So, other than that, and technically I still completed that Odyssey. Haven't missed an Odyssey. And I've done them all on hard difficulty. And if I had missed one out now, that would suck a lot. And I would be fucking devastated if that shit happened. Which is why, oftentimes, if I'm like playing in a game, like any game that can get competitive or any game where there's like a streak or something, I like to try and ruin that streak as soon as possible. Just because it breaks up my mind a bit and allows me to think a bit more clearly about what's important. And I think it's good that I finally had that moment with this COD game that I've been playing. There just needs to be a decisive moment. It sucks because I did spend COD points on the premium battle pass. Luckily, that didn't mean real money because you can earn free COD points over the course of a bunch of different games. And you know, once you get enough free COD points, you can buy the in-game pass with COD points instead of actually paying money to get the COD points and blah 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 blah. Anyway, I got the battle pass for free. Like the premium side for free, and I did not fully complete it, which saddens me, but I'll get over it. I think I'm gonna go back to not getting the premium version, and I'll just keep racking up the extra COD points that they give occasionally every like 10 fucking levels in the battle pass or some shit. I don't know what it is. This shit ready? I don't know what round 63 will hold for us. Actually, I do. I don't know how well prepared we are for it. But I'm thinking with the glue gunner, these guys, and this guy, we should be alright. Also got Psy. Ready to throw hands at a moment's notice. Okay, good stuff. Those pineapples will build up more and more. And done. No more wave 63. Easy enough. Let's try and get the glue gunner. The balloon solver, I should say. So it's this, then erosion, and then ravine. Cool. I think out of all three of those maps, Rake, Erosion, and Ravine, I think I like Erosion the best. Followed by Ravine and then Rake. My biggest issue with Rake is that the tracks aren't even in terms of length. One of them is slightly longer than the other, and that really fucking annoys me. Oh, right, yeah, work. Work. Work was a pain in the ass. No pun intended. Lots of issues, lots of problems. Got there in the end, but it was a struggle and a half. God. There it is. It was a struggle and a half. We got there in the end. And now we have to go there tomorrow as well to fix up the rest of the issues. So good stuff. My boss is only going to be in there for like an hour or so, unless there's massive fuck-ups, in which case he will be there for longer than an hour or so. But yes, he doesn't actually get paid to work weekends, so... Unfortunately for him, he has to show up in the morning to get everything set up and ready, but he's not getting paid for it, so he would prefer to not be there. However, if there are issues that only he can solve, then that is fucking hilarious, and he has to stick around. Sucks to be him, but what are you gonna do? Ooh. Yeah, fuck it. Start popping mines. Ha! Nice try, idiots. Oh shit, should I get an anti-camo thing? I think that was a good call. Okay. Easy. Oh yeah, there's another one. Whoops. My bad. Oh, there's another two. Alright, I've found out some amazing news. First of all, my apologies for the interruption, but second of all, I found out why Raymond was whining earlier. And it is hilarious. Essentially, Raymond is very used to squeaky dog toys. One of his favorite things, he loves squeaking them. He specifically loves tearing into them like the little savage that he is. And ripping and tearing until the squeaker does not squeak anymore. Because yeah, that's his idea of fun. Anyway, as it turns out, for one of my sister's children, my mum bought 3 little rubber ducks just for her to, I don't know, look at, enjoy, play with, whatever kids do with things. But as it turns out, Raymond managed to sniff out where they are and really, really, really wants them and wants to eat them. And he's not allowed to have him, so he's very upset. I think this'll do us for now, right? Should do. I'm just trying to think, what else can we actually place here that would be beneficial regardless of where it is? I guess a laser beam up here would be pretty nice. It's not amazing in terms of locking it in place, but in terms of following and chasing, it's pretty good. Okay, good. I'm glad someone had lead covered, because I was not paying attention. Now I know, it's not the most amazing defense in the world. I'm also aware that if I do place towers on a section that gets deleted eventually, it does actually sell my towers for me rather than just remove all the money I invested into them. I just actively choose to go for more permanent options where possible, and that helps out quite a lot. You know, it means this defense is solid and will survive this round and into the next round. Gonna be a little bit difficult if neither of these guys can actually see the crack. But outside of that, we should be fine. So let's do this. I guess we can put down a freebie. Oh, never mind. We've got someone that can see. Suppose we could slap a Mermonkey down as well. Mermonkey's probably the best because we get the water buff range, and then we, boom, immediately have camo detection, so subs are now much more powerful. I was tempted to do the glue gunner, but yeah, I mean, it is free, but at the same time, it's, I don't know. Feels wrong doing that to the glue gunner when he's not actually going to get used or upgraded. Like, Dart Monkey, sure, fucking throw him under the bus any day. At least he can get pops and feel like he's contributing. But the glue gunner? You just leave that shit at a 000? It's not really doing much of anything, honestly. Bring me the money. Okay, cool. We've got this guy on standby if we need a shitload of popping power. That isn't just a singular tiny area on the map. Wait, I need to test this. I must test this. If I place a Mermonkey on land, will it transition to water when this section is sold? And will it gain a range buff if it does successfully transition to water? These are the myth-busting questions that I come up with on the spot that people have probably already answered, but let's go. I am intrigued now. I think it would be amazing if it just jumped into the water, second that thing disappeared, and it got a range buff. That'd be great. I would be pretty happy with that outcome. I don't think it'll happen. I think it'll just get sold, but you never know. Weirder shit has happened, man. Is interesting, right? Because although I haven't bothered to turn it back off again, I do feel like this map is one of the more doable ones without monkey knowledge. This map and this game mode and all that. Maybe that'll be my next No. I was gonna say maybe that'll be my next creation, is making essentially like a logs map seem very doable, but actually be impossible. And not by like, you know, giving you camo and lead popping power, but not a combination, so you physically can't beat like round 59 or whatever. Because that just seems boring and petty. Oh my god, that is beautiful. I love that. Can we help out a little? Okay, thanks, die. Cool, let's kill this and then lock you in place there. Right, we're gonna get a sub-commander. Okay, we're fine. Gonna get you camo detection. We're gonna get a sub-commander because with monkey knowledge, sub-commander buff is map wide. So we're gonna do that. And I'm gonna place a sub back here. And then probably when this section removed, one up here. And then we'll see about getting another one. Don't even know what it would be for just yet, but who knows, we might need it. Can't believe I have to work tomorrow. It still hasn't really sunk in for me yet. Like, I can say it, and I know that I'm rostered on for it, but waking up on a Saturday and going to work is a completely different thing than knowing you're gonna work a Saturday. It's just not the same, man. Ew, why do you want to verify my identity? That's creepy. Whoa, shit. I was not paying attention. Help me. Much better. Final wave. Cool, we're good. Alright, so... Alright, what is my work schedule for tomorrow? Ew. 8 till 4? Fat chance of that being true. 8 start, sure. But 4 o'clock finish? You'd best believe that shit ain't happening. Not while I'm in charge. And I fucking am. It's terrifying. I look around and see so many people look at me and go, wow, you're doing a really good job, and I'm just looking around like, ha, yeah, totally. I don't know what I'm doing there. I am winging it until the other boss people can take over. And so long as I can make it through tomorrow, my mission will have successfully been accomplished. Whoa, 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 not cool. We need someone. Someone needs to be there. You can't see shit anymore, so may as well be you. In fact, I don't know if this breaks. I imagine it does, yeah. It does at some point, but I don't know if it would break on 90. Whoops. Bought it anyway. You know what? Fuck it, yeah. That's a thing that I now will be using. Also, we're going to point this up there because we will actually be able to pop inside here and over there when they eventually get there. So, you know, pretty handy. Oh yes, I did also say that I would put a sub up here. I'm a man of my word. How much is a, not a first strike, but the one up? Nuke launcher. Nautical Siege Core. How do I know that one, but I don't know? Not first strike. Preemptive. Preemptive strike, that's the one. Oh, use this now. Once I get first strike, maybe I'll try for a preemptive. You know, it's the first time in a long time that this happened, but when we finish work today, usually me and my mate will go out the front of the building, sit about, and then at some point, oh god, fuck. Alright, gonna use a continue. Remember how much money we have, people. 3133. 7133. Okay, it gave me 4 grand, which means that'll do it. There you go. There's my last sub. Right. Let's focus a little bit more on what's actually fucking happening. Okay. Why was the game sped up? No wonder I was panicking. Okay, wait for the Moab. Mother of all balloons. Hey, Sai. I appreciate that upgrade from you. Okay, here it comes, here it comes, here it comes, here it comes. Any second now, any second now, any second now, any second now. Wait, doesn't it show up when the purples show up? When the fuck do the purples show up? Nope, I was wrong. Cool, yeah. Super doable. I was just not paying attention and did not have my hand on the keyboard. So, my fucking bad. But, we did it, and we didn't need the help from the 4 grand. We also had all of our abilities ready. So, no harm, no foul. I just don't want to redo all those rounds again. Alright. I think last 10 rounds probably best if we just aim manually. I think I might have to stun some of that shit. That's kind of a cool effect that Sai leaves on them as they're traveling around. They like get caught by it, but then Sai's resonance effect applies, so they leave like a trail of destructive resonance as they're flying around. That's pretty cool. How much is this? 31. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. Goddamn lead balloons. Do I go for the 31? I'm not sure there's much point. I feel like it would be better invested in a glue gunner. I suppose we can always sell it and buy a glue gunner. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna do that. We will set up our glue gunner replacement whenever this may or may not occur. It was free to place it, so if it gets sold, because that fades away, then it's not my fault, and I didn't pay taxes on that glue gunner anyway, so it's fine. Goddamn, I was gonna say this level's gonna be easy if Sai just keeps flapping the BFBs the second they leave. A little bit of a pain in the butt, but not torturous yet. I'm hoping it doesn't change for the rest of the game, but I'm not sure. Should I have these things memorized? Maybe, but I don't, so there's also that. Oh god! Wait, did we just win? Okay, yeah, no, we're good. We just won. Don't worry, guys. That was fucking terrifying. But we did! Yay! Last map. I kind of forgot there was a last map. Alright. Ravini Veen it is. 50 grand to start. We've got Sai. We've got others. A little bit fucked up to say that, but yeah, Sai exists, others exist. That's all you really need to know. I think I will have a glue gunner be king of this castle. Promoted to ass kicker. Who's gonna be the king of this castle? Maybe an ice. Icicles. That could be cool. Let's try that. And then way at the back here, what do we want? Some backups factories. They don't increase range at all, the top and middle path, do they? Not really. Permaspike could be an option. I'll have Sai here. Yeah, let's just do this. And then worst case scenario, we have this boy here. Aiming straight down. Straight down main. There's no fucking way that we just... In fact, I think... this is going to be my last Odyssey. I know. It's pretty sad. But I think this will be my last Odyssey. So let's fucking destroy it, shall we? 450 to get to level 10. I can't pay to get to level 20. That's shit. Let's go for the defense that I wanted to go for, but was unable to afford. You there. You there. Now don't get me wrong, that was not the defense I wanted to go for. The defense I wanted to go for was Icicle Impale. So we're gonna run this until we lose. And then we'll just hit continue in there. We're gonna keep hitting continue and keep getting 50s until this is over. And then I think that'll do it for weekly Odysseys. Who knows? I might still continue them in my own time, but I don't know, man. I'm just not having nearly as much fun anymore. And that's what they were about. I wanted them to start off as fun. I never thought of it as a job. Or as, you know, a chore. I always thought of it as a fun time. And I want it to continue. But the way they're making them now leaves so much more to be desired. It's honestly pretty tragic. But I can't spend nearly as much time as I used to try and get through these. You know, be that monkey knowledge enabled or not. I do love this game. I really do. But I can't just make my entire life spending hours on the final map. And hey, don't get me wrong. I do like this game. I do love this game. People that come up with these Odysseys that I am not a big fan of at the moment. And I will still be playing other games, and I'll still be playing this game actually. However, I'm only going to play the parts that I actually find enjoyable. Or record the parts that I actually find enjoyable. Odysseys, I'll probably start running it similarly to what I'm doing right now. I don't think people will appreciate that in terms of a walkthrough or a guide. So I don't think I'll upload them anymore. It's pretty tragic, but like I said, this is no longer as fun to me as it once was. I've spent... Let's actually look at the recording. I've spent 2 hours and 15 minutes trying to complete this video. And I don't think it's healthy that I'm spending so much time on that and not enjoying myself while doing it. You know? Doesn't feel right. This is a good way to farm money. Oh yeah. Alright. What we buying? Now this is more fun. We could get many things. Oh yeah, we could get that mermonkey thing I wanted. Interesting, so it doesn't do what I want it to yet. Will that do what I want it to? No. It won't. That's pretty upsetting. What the fuck does this thing do then? Well, that's just a waste of money. That's better. But yes, I think it is sad to say that like the regular weekly Odysseys from me finally over. Honestly, I ain't gonna lie to you guys. This could be the end of the channel. I don't want it to be. But let's be honest, out of everything on the channel, this was the most consistent thing I have ever done. The longest lasting series I've ever made. And I think I'm okay with it going. I've had my fun. We've done hundreds of Odysseys together. All on hard difficulty as well. I can't imagine what new players are thinking of this on hard difficulty. Because I know that I fucking hate it. This is genuinely not a good time. I am legitimately despising this. And I don't want to. I don't want to despise this game, I don't want to despise the maps, I don't want to despise the creators. Even the Odyssey designers, I don't want to despise them either. So I think it's better if I just sort of step away from it. I'll still play the game, I'll still even play the Odysseys. Just won't record them. Unless I've always treated these Odysseys like a guide. And I guess in that way, I've kind of assumed that I am teaching the community how to play these Odysseys and get through these maps, regardless of difficulty level or skill level or knowledge about the game. Right? But and first of all, if you've listened to all of this fucking rambling up until now, well fucking done. Like, holy shit. Like, I know it wasn't the full 2 hours and 15 minutes or whatever I said, but holy crap, I've been rambling for a long ass time. So if you've made it this far, well fucking played. I'd give you a gold star if I had one to give. But I do not. But let me know if you've made it this far. As well as, please let me know in the comments if you'd still want to see the Odysseys if I played them like this. Just chill, just relax, you know? Did whatever I want, spend monkey money here or there, play some Insta-monkeys here or there. If I just chat shit, do the Odyssey, whatever the fuck I want to. Let me know if you'd be interested in that. That's all I ask. If you do nothing else with this video, I don't give a shit if you like, or dislike, or subscribe, or not. Screw all that shit. Tell me if you'd be happy seeing these Odysseys if I played them more like this. If the answer is no, because you come to this channel for guides on how to beat the Odyssey, then that's fair enough. I 100% respect that, and I have no issue with hearing that. That doesn't disappoint me, doesn't upset me in any way. I'm happy to hear that. It's natural feedback, and it's good to have. If, on the other hand, you watch these videos because I'm a fucking idiot, you like hearing me talk about my stupid days at work, or my dumbass colleagues, or my amazing boss that's sometimes a fucking idiot, and you just love hearing me ramble on about some bullshit, and you would enjoy the Odyssey regardless, because you just come here to listen to my voice, which is a little bit weird, but I'd take it as a big compliment, and I've received that compliment before, so, you know, it's nice. Let me know as well. I'm happy to continue doing these in my new format if people are happy to watch them like this, you know? I'm happy to make the content if people want the content. In my mind, though, it'll change the dynamic of what the Odysseys were all about in the first place. And in doing so, I think it would upset the majority of, if not all of, the target audience. So, here I am, asking you, the target audience, what would you want to see? Are you okay with me playing Odysseys like this? Would you rather not waste your time on a video that isn't going to show you how to beat it yourself? I leave it in your hands. If I don't receive any comments, I'll just assume that people do give a shit, and they would rather I just stop posting Odysseys completely. If I receive comments saying otherwise, I'll still post weekly Odysseys, but they'll be a bit more fun. Less for the beginning or starting out BTD6 player, and more for the fuck it. Let's just play for playing's sake. You know? And sure, a lot of the challenge might come from the fact that, you know, there are set rules and difficulties and powers and all that, but I think if it's getting to the point where I can't beat a map in like 3 hours, then I'm not having fun anymore. And what's the point in playing a game if you're not having fun anymore? You know? Anyway, that's just where I'm at, headspace wise. So, continues or not, I'm gonna beat them this way. Because I think these Odysseys are getting a little bit awkward. It's kind of sad. Master Bomber just failed to pop 3D DDTs. You gonna do it again? So that would be sad times 2. Oh, we almost had it. What about Century Champion? That can't see camera, but can pop decamoed DDTs. Almost had it. I believe in my team. We can do it. Just give them a little bit more to work with. Oh. Disgusting. Right. God. Ah, I see. Feed them down the right tracks and you can pop anything, I guess. Turns out these guys are actually really strong, huh? Ew. Just point that way, my guy. You'll do it. Nice work, team. Oh yeah. Now we're cooking. Now we're cooking with gas. That was amazing. We dropped down to 10 lives and somehow didn't just immediately implode. Oh hey, there you go. Real quick. Can you aim for the big ones? Thank you. That was fucking close. I ain't letting that happen. Can you aim for the strong ones? They'll be coming soon, you'll notice it. Can't miss them now. Oh shit. Thermos Spike's struggling. Ah, I tried to save it. No ability is gonna save that. Not that late, anyway. Lord of the Abyss? Sure. Does that change anything? It might. Let's find out if it does. Oh hey, you. Yep, cool. You remember. Ooh, buddy. I think that's our best choice. There's something so freeing about playing this way. And I reckon over time you would still make monkey money. Like if you were, let's say every 5th Odyssey, let's say every 5th Odyssey is enough of a pain in the ass that you spend the amount of monkey money I am spending right now on it. On average, let's say a little bit less than that. Let's say you spend around 3k to get through an Odyssey that was just a massive pain in the ass. And that happens every 5 weeks. 5 weeks you spend 3k. So then you've got 4 weeks to play through and just win it free-to-play style. Which means you make up 2k. That's not terrible. That's 1k loss over the course of 5 weeks. If you play this game regularly, outside of Odysseys, you're most likely not making a loss. And if you've got the skill level of, let's say, me, then even less than that. Because we haven't had an Odyssey that's forced me to use monkey money since that fan created one with what was it called? What's the map with the sewer? Spillway. That map pissed me off because I picked Oban, and even the creator of the Odyssey said, well no, you can't win with Oban. you have to have Gwendolyn. Anyway, there you go. If you want to see more Odysseys beaten in this similar fashion... Oh hey, you only get 400 monkey money. I thought you got 500. Anyway, but yeah, if you want to see more Odysseys beaten like this, let me know. If you wouldn't want to, also let me know. Let me know. Just let me know. Let me know? Let me know. Anyway. If I don't hear anything, weekly Odysseys are gonna stop. I'm hoping that won't kill my drive to make videos. Anyway. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one. Take care, everyone.